So, welcome to qualifying for round 5 of FVC2. We are here at Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium. 17 drivers joining us today as the timer ticks down from 18 minutes. There is no point, again, doing the entry qualifying, because I just need to get on the formation lap. But yes, welcome to Spa. There we go, first car out is a Red Bull. I have not set up any of this. Tyre, yep, okay, cool. There's a half going out. I'm probably Harrison. Come on, give us the car. No, that can't be Harrison. TMA. There we go, TMA, first car out on track. Oh, Red Bull has overtaken them though. I'm not sure which one that is. That is awfully loud. Is the audio too loud for the cars when we're on board? Is this too loud for everyone? Is that a spider on the wall? Yes. Give me just a moment. Hello, we are back, and Broughton has been overtaken by someone. By Hayden, by the looks of things. Right, let's just pull Twitch chat back up. No one heard anything, I hope. Right, here we go. So, spun out from end of sector 1. The spider is now dead. No more needs to be said about that spider. It's now in the vacuum cleaner. So, GGA Hayden starts the first lap of the session here. Oh, Rose Friday's out of the session. What happened there? Pretty decent first corner. Not the smoothest. Got Broughton in the toe. Rally on. Will we see a spinner here? First lap, first car through is okay. Red Bull behind is through as well. Broughton being clever, taking that toe from the Williams as we run down into the, what I'm going to call the Camel Chicane. There's a proper name, but I can't remember it. And it's after the Camel Straight, so it makes sense. Oh, Broughton retires! And Eldorado spins off at the same corner. 2 spins within 5 seconds of each other at the same corner. Oh! We just watched Jordan go out as well at the same corner. What is happening? No, wait, that can't have been Mercedes. Right, Dean Owens is about to come up on Jordan. Oh dear. This is not a good start at all. It's Imola Part 2. Where is Hayden? That's the car we were on board with. Now we're ready to the third sector of the Uzi-shaped track. I think it's shaped like an Uzi. I'm going off what I heard years ago. I don't know the name of the gun. So, is that... Yes, right. So, final chicane. Yes, let's get back in the vibe for qualifying. Last corner. Decent exit, not the worst thing I've ever seen. Uh-oh. I've been texted urgent opinions. I may have to leave Twitch chat for a minute. Anyway, 45-4 from Hayden. Next car across the line will be Palms, with a Red Bull to follow. Oh no, into the pit lane from Palms. MC Party next line, 44-6 on the soft. Beats Hayden by 8/10. The numbers on takes provisional pole with a 43-2. Right, hang on, let me... This is urgent, so sorry stream, but I have to look at this. So give us a second. Right, so, Saskia Mole 46.9 for Aston Martin, Cammy Mack and Mercedes 47.3. I think that's all the laps that we missed. Yellow, is that Sas going to the pit lane? No, that's Pixels going to the pit lane. I think that is just a general return lap. Free Shears on the lap, just coming to the end of the race. Not the race, the lap, there we are. Final corner out of the bus stop. 44.0, 8 tenths behind D numbers, but it's a pretty good lap. Of course, this is only their third competitive league race on this game, so still getting to go to things, but so far it's not been too bad. Of course, first podium on F1, last race at Silverstone. They definitely have potential, I think. Starting earlier, I think if they were here since testing, I think they could be challenging definitely for top 3 drivers' points. Oh, Mercedes is round. That can only be... Nope. Oh, what's going on there? They need to be a bit careful. They don't want to get penalties. But Cammy Mack just spun through somewhere. I can't remember any of the corner names. There's one called Puon. I think that's a big one. That's the big one. We'll watch Sass finish off this lap. Through Blanchimont. Bit wide, I'd say. Well, from what the camera looked like. Misses the first apex at the bus stop. Clips the second. You want to get it as wide as you can. That's not quite wide enough, so you can just grab off a bit more speed. Goes side by 1.2. Agent Dino, 44.9 for McLaren. Very good showing from him. The two Astons are doing some towing shenanigans. Pixels just goes ahead, I think, to give Sass a tow next lap. That was very, very sketchy from the Aston Martin driver. Gigi heading out for a run on the mediums, or will be, for his next run, I believe. Any big stories going down at the moment? Oh, Freet has improved to second! No, wait, no, they were there since the first place. What have we got going down? Also, apologies, chat, because I'm having to help with things, so I'm a bit between you, so sorry if I missed anything. Oh, yellow flag in sector 3, slow Aston Martin. It's not Pixels, it can only be Sass. Has she gone to the wall? What's up with the wing of that car? Looks intact. Just backing off before the final lap. Stopping in the pit lane. Don't want to get a penalty from contact with Hayden there. But both cars are in. We'll see a lot of people preparing for final runs now. Dorothée has left the session. Harrison M, your championship protagonist on the first outlap of the day. So, through awkwardly off-camber right-hander corner. Decent. No name. Want to just bring it wide. Oh, yep. Kiss the barrel. That's what you want to do. So, into Puon. Careful of the inside curb. That will spin you if you aren't careful, especially on entry. But we are through. Under the Liquimoli boards, past the 50 board. bit of a wide entry there, but of course you need to avoid that second curb, just kissing it on the inside with that left-hand tyre. That's really right, as wide as possible, but don't go into the tyre bond. Could have was a bit conservative there, but can get a bit wider, but of course don't want to stuff it this early in the session. You know, if you stuff it now, if you've got a lap of P5 on the board, you'll be alright. But you need to, ideally, you want to go for the final lap, because that's when you can just put all the time in, dump the fuel, fresh set of tyres, and just go. Run to the line for Harrison M, your championship protagonist. P2 43.9. 6/10 off D numbers today. And spins out of turn 1. Gets it going though. So about 7 minutes left of the session. At this point, just to see a lot of drivers heading back into the lane, but there is a spun Ferrari of Palms. Whilst we've been watching, they have got up to 6 with a 44.8, but Eldorado's just displaced them with a 44.6. Only 13 milliseconds behind Eldorado. Of course, Dorado and Dino got tangled up at the end of last race, or midway through last race even, causing a safety car that threw a big spanner into the mix. Pulls off to let D numbers pass, but if D numbers is on a run, oh no, that's up with Harrison. No, that he spun that lap. Very aggressive from the Mercedes there. Channel points. That depends how soon we hit affiliate. I will check this. I can DM you the statistics later. I don't know how close we are, but we might. I think we need like 5 people in talking in chat at the same time. So unless you want to go into, oh, Eldorado has spun it into the wall. I have no idea what happened there. We'll get back on board with D numbers. A much more aggressive run than Hayden. Yes, you are number 1. Dorado's spun it again. Prix just starting another lap. So, very good entry in. Oh no, but dives into the pit lane. Also, we're going to see a lot of this now. But Prix seems to be committed to the run. Yep, Hayden is being beaten by Dino by 0.5 of a second, though both drivers are out on track. Purple to the first sector for Prix. They are looking to challenge for the win today here in FVC2. But touches the wall. I don't know how damaged that front wing is going to be, but that's not what you want from a quality lap here in Spa. Very wide. I think that right side end plate has picked up a bit of damage, but it looks okay. Maybe it's exploiting track limits that little bit. No, that car is understeering a lot. Something has gone on with the front wing. So, who else have we got? Harrison on an outlap. Party just started. Let's watch Dino! So, run up to No Name. So, Final Buster now braking nice and late, just clipping the inside sausage, but gets a bit of over-rotation through the first part. Has to just be a bit janky with the steering to get it through. Improves by 80 milliseconds, but no, jumps into P7. Also, we're going to see a lot of drivers on outlaps now, but we will have a look at what MC Party is up to. Very wide through Puon, but if you can get away with it, you can carry so much more speed on the exit. An outlap is your first lap out of the pit lane before your flying lap. Pretty good run there from MC Party. We'll follow this line and then we will jump on board with Harrison M, one of your two title protagonists. Well, 2 minutes left in the session, so I would assume Harrison will be going for a back-to-back lap. And I'd say D-Numbers will be going for a back-to-back as well. Depends which Mercedes that is on the minimap. Welcome to the chat, the Apex Miata. So, MC Party does a 44.5. We will now get on board with Harrison M. Purple to the first sector once again as we leave the Camel Chicane. Makes me wonder what Frisch's lap could have been. So, into No Name. Green flags waving, so something's gone on here. Cause catching on Williams and an Aston. Not what you want on a fast lap fighting for the title, I can tell you that now. Yellow flags flying through Puon, but just a slow Williams. We are okay. Hayden just pulling off, lets Harrison pass. A lot of drivers missing the apex there. I wonder if there's something in it. We've seen some spins at the Camel Chicane for a Red Bull. That would be MC Price this time, but Harrison purple to the second sector, coming up to chase D-Numbers. Aston Martin of FE Pixels off to your left, who has found his way into P4. Very, very good showing from today, of course, challenging for the win in Imola. Oh, and Austria. Was both times some unfortunate mishaps occurring. Last corner for Harrison M. 50 seconds to go on the clock. We'll start another lap. Provisional pole, 43.1, but on board with D-Numbers, will they be able to beat it? Looking like a good lap so far from what I can see. 10th and a half up right now, that's enough to get ahead of Harrison. TMA has binned it. I have no idea what corner that is, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn 10, Eldorado goes out as well. Same corner, and MC Party at the same corner. Something big has gone on there, but we will watch here with D-Numbers. Provisional pole again. 43.0, 2.222 up on his last lap. Bowls it onto the gravel, that will be his session over, but Harrison looking to improve once more in his Haas. The championship fight could very much end today if D-Numbers has a bad race. Oh, Harrison into the gravel, into the wall! D-Numbers takes pole position unless FV Pixels can do anything about it. Currently 4 tenths up on his lap. That's good enough for P3 to displace Frisch. Purple to the second sector. Good run through Blanchimont. A lot of drivers retiring on track, but I think Hayden actually spun it into the wall. But let's see what Pixels can put in here. What's it going to be? Last guesses. P3, 43.5, 5 tenths up. So, Saskia Mole will be next to the line, but let's have a look at what Hayden did as we run on board with Dorothée. That car is off to the left. I think that was just an on-track retirement. Sas to the line, some new softs. Let's have a look at what went on. Plus 8 tenths stays in P11, but the Dorothée almost won it in Imola. Let's see what they bring to the table for us. Bit of a lag there on board with the Alfa Romeo driver. I like the pink helmet. I think that was 6 tenths down. Oh, that's really unlucky, Hayden. So, after a drum... No, we'll set well right. D-Numbers takes pole for Mercedes. Yes, Harrison M. yeah, the place you start, yeah, the place you start in the race is based on the quickest lap you do in qualifying. Speaking of qualifying, D Numbers takes pole, followed by Harrison Pixels to round out your podium. Fourth down was Free, Party, Dorado, Dorote, Dino, Palms, and Hayden. From there, it was Cammy Max, Saskia Mole, Riki Racer, Jordan, LC 2003, Jay Broughton, TMA24, and Rise Verde, who was unable to set a time. So, the light comes on for the formation lap here in Belgium. 11 laps on the counter today. The Numbers took pole after a very dramatic qualifying after Harrison M for the Haas binned it on his last lap of the session. FV Pixels pipped Frisch in qualifying for P3 to take his best ever qualifying position. From there, it was Frisch, Party, Dorado, Adorote, Agent Dino, Palms, GGA Hayden, Camimac08, Saskia Mole, Riki Racer, Jordan LC, JL Broughton, TMA24, and Rise Verde 81. He was rather unfortunately the first car to go out in qualifying even. I am not singing that song, Kyle. I refuse. Anyway, the intro bit is done. So, any final questions before we get going here in Belgium? Both the Astons have been disqualified, so that's going to be really bad for them. Some very cold tyres off the start. Predictions for P7. I'm going to be very, very bold and say Saskia Mole for P7. Personally, I'm going to put Harrison down to win it. Of course, Harrison, though, can't buckle under the pressure of leading the championship because they could wrap it up today here in Belgium. And I think Dino will be P6. Jared Broughton also gets disqualified from the session, so just more cars getting disqualified with cold tyres for the start. Also, FE Pixels, the first car to get disqualified. Not going to enjoy being on cold tyres. It's the lack of traction that you're going to have for the first few corners. Jared Broughton leaves the session! I will quickly try and sort that. So, apologies for the menu screen, but it's for the good of the show. So, D Numbers rounds the final corner to take his place in pole position for FVC2's Belgian Grand Prix. Just easing into the grid slot, Rise Verde just brings up the rear down in P17 for the Alpine. Or Hayden, if you would like to cause a crash, you're very welcome to. Please don't do that intentionally, though. Anyway. 5 lights for FVC2. We are away in Belgium. D Numbers gets a better start than Harrison. Immediately comes off the outside. Doesn't want to risk anything. Pixels losing a position to Frisch as they get round the outside. There might have been a spin behind. But D Numbers takes it, but there might be a crash further back because it's all topsy-turvy everywhere. Side by side, there's some wide cars, but I think they're all through Radion as we see someone spearing up in the background. TMA, the half, losing a wing. Saskia Mole has fallen down as well. Virtual safety car is deployed. All these drivers slowing to a crawl. Hopefully we will see the racing resume shortly, but let's have a look at some of the big stories so far this race. Your biggest losers so far are Adoro Tate and Saskia Mole, both dropping 4 positions, with your biggest winner, Rise Verde, up into P12. Of course, D Numbers just going to be looking at Harrison and grateful for some time. Of course, Pixels as well. Going to be very happy because he gets to warm up those cold softs. Also, we did see Saskia Mole off in the background, so yeah, that car has no wing as well, so I think she's gotten connected with TMA somewhere along this lap. Neither car having a puncture though, that is good. Your predicted pit stop strategy is on screen. I personally would do the medium soft, but I don't think anyone has done that today. Oh no, Broughton's done it. Good on you, Broughton. How fast this car's going, we might be seeing this virtual safety car coming in shortly. Oh, I assume we're waiting for both those cars to get into the pit lane. Oh, it's gone! So we are racing as we end lap 1. Harrison M immediately under attack from Prix, but fends it off. Dorado and Hayden into the pit lane, as well as Agent Dino, Rice Verde, Jordan, a lot of drivers into the pit lane. Prix going to be looking to push on to Harrison. Also, whilst there's a championship fight going on, Prix is going to want to pick up some points for AlphaTauri. Effie picks us really on the back of Party, but you don't want to touch that curb. Party, big slide up Radion as we run into the Kemmel straight. Was 11th down into the pit lane. Pixel's looking to get up the inside, but it's not gonna happen. Pixel spins it, gets hit by the Ferrari. Palms out of the race. Will we see a full safety car be deployed here? Hayden and Dorado out as well. Rice Verde spins it too. Virtual safety car deployed. It's carnage on the first racing lap. The rear right has come off of that AlphaTauri. I don't know if there was contact with Hayden there. Jordan LC almost running into the back of Rice Verde. Thank goodness there was a bit of ghosting going on. A very unfortunate start for a lot of these drivers. So, aside from everything that just happened, everyone is through cleanly. This is going to be a fun one to edit. Agent Dino drive through, speeding under the virtual safety car. Camumat gets it as well, I think. Of course, you can't serve that under safety car, so that will have to be served when we go back to green flag conditions. As we're seeing green flag conditions, we are back racing. I completely missed that, sorry. Harrison just putting some pressure on D numbers as Rice Verde leaves the session. MC Party up very wide. Freesh has fallen to 7th. Harrison purple, 53-0. Of course, at this point, you're just gonna we're gonna see Harrison on the back of D numbers, waiting for the Mercedes to make a mistake, creep up the inside, take your win. Of course, Harrison needs 7 points to win. Harrison wins with D number 2nd. They tie. If Harrison clinches the fastest lap, it's his championship. Wait, no. He needs the fastest lap to tie it. Although Harrison round the outside at the Kemmel chicane. D numbers defends very nicely, though. These two both looking to fight for the championship. Saskia Mole retires from the session. Virtual safety car thrown once more. But that is a very nice taste of what could be coming up later today. So, let's just have a look at the detail once more. Your biggest winner, JL Broughton, up 10 places into P5. Your biggest loser, FV Pixels, down 5. Saskia Mole's car has been cleared up, so hopefully we will see them racing shortly. Agent Dino still yet to serve the drive-through. Saskia Mole, please don't kill yourself. That would not be good. Harrison backing off. I wonder if he's still aware the safety car's going in. Of course, reduced pace underneath the virtual safety car. Got the hood here to restrict delta time. And we might have used up all our virtual safety cars. I don't know. Of course, this is where the stricken Sass crashed. I presume just took quite a bit of grass through Blanchimont, put it into the wall. Harrison M dives for the pit lane to take, I presume, the medium to the end. Agent Dino takes another drive through. I think Broughton does as well. Broughton, a lot of drivers actually bowling it in, following Harrison. Virtual safety car ends. So I'm not sure how much of an advantage Harrison's going to get from that, but now D Numbers gets a bit of clean air to run. Of course, Harrison going to have to be really wary of rejoining into traffic. I think Riki Racer and FV Pixels having a good battle here. Of course, Pixels battling Riki's AI. Harrison M is going to come out behind this battle. We're going to need to really put some time on the Delta. Pixels gets past Riki Racer nice and gently into Radion, lifts up a bit. But it's going to be interesting to see how much Harrison is pushing. Of course, knows he can wrap up the championship, assuming he's done the maths. Just needs the win and the fastest lap with D numbers in second. Of course, we've seen D numbers. Thank you for that clip. Of course, we have D numbers who made a very good strategy call in Imola. But I don't know. He's fought with Party before. Let's see what happens. I think Harrison did slightly take a free pit stop, slightly faster pit entry. I was going to be eager to hunt down pixels, but it's going to be suffering a lot from this dirty air. Gap is about, what, 19, 20 seconds? I don't know how much you're losing a pit stop here. I'd be willing to say about 22. Yellow flag, sector 2, Camimac out of the race. As D numbers bowls one into the pit lane. Now this is going to be a very interesting one to watch. Harrison also on the back of Pixels as Party goes purple with a 47.7. Harrison needs to clear Pixels extremely quickly. Hangs back through the bus stop, looked for the better run, but gets oversteer. I think D numbers might be out ahead. Harrison's been slowed down by the Aston Martin here too much, but Pixels makes a mistake. There's D numbers. Will Harrison outrun him into Radeon? Not quite. D numbers stays ahead, 7/10 in it, with a tyre advantage. Harrison's going to need to be extremely mindful as TMA goes purple with a 45.6 for Haas. Of course, Harrison using that DRS, getting nice and close on the Camel Straight. Looks to the inside, decides against it. Of course, Pixels in with the shatter winning here today. Still on that red ringed soft tyre though. Harrison out very wide. I don't know if that was a mistake or looking to get a faster run through No Name, but it looks like just a genuine mistake. Who won now? Both drivers getting very racy with each other as Adoro gets past Riki further down the field. We've got GGA Hayden and Frisch here racing each other through Puon. I think Frisch's going to be very hungry to get past that Williams, but dirty air is a huge factor here. Looking to get past Riki nice and quickly as well as Party edges into the pit lane. D numbers actually broken DRS on Harrison. I think Harrison letting the pressure get from a bit. D numbers is going to keep this championship fight going. Hayden gets past Riki. Frisch follows very shortly after, but Frisch really on the back of Hayden, but they've both got DRS. Party gets that just in front of Hayden as well, so this is now a 3-car fight. Frisch won't be happy with that because he was hoping for some DRS, but Party spins off! Party out at Eau Rouge and Radeon! Surely a full safety car after that. No dice just yet. We are looking to be okay to keep racing. Hayden and Frisch really on the back of each other here. Diamond for a new wing, but look, Frisch might be going for something into the. Nope, it doesn't doesn't go for anything into the off-camber corner. But now we're looking into No Name. Hayden stays ahead, the AlphaTauri behind. Some lovely helicopter shots of that little battle there. Puon. Just keeping away from that inside curb, but you want to get as close as possible without touching it, because when you touch it, Simon says do a spin. Yellow flag sector 2, TMA has just touched that very curb. Run to Blanchimont now. Freach really sitting behind Hayden. D Numbers goes purple with a 45-4. Not what Harrison wants to see. Usually Hayden defends the inside into the bus stop. Freach looks to do something, but it's not going to work. But maybe trying to take a better exit. I think they've taken that better exit. DRS into turn 1. Only 4 laps to get something done here for these drivers. Freach to the inside of Hayden. Hayden forced to go over the sausage curb. Not what you want to do out of that corner, because that gives you a terrible run into Eau Rouge and now Radion as we round the uphill right-hander. Just looking back at Hayden. That Williams is closing, but now we're looking forwards because of some epic TV direction. Hayden hasn't gone for anything though. Gap is a 10th. Gap is 4 tenths. Hayden has spun! That other FV Pixels come past as well on that spun Williams. I should think that will not cause a safety car of any depiction. The yellow flag is now being cleaned up. Jay Broughton and TMA. TMA going to be hungry to gain back some time. Was Broughton on that red-rimmed soft now? Touching that inside curve, that's not what you want to do through poo on. Very tight, they're both trying to get on the back of Hayden. Hayden touches the curb, keeps it going. But really not what you want to do here. UGA Hayden just stays ahead of Broughton. See TMA dipping into the gravel there in the background, but Broughton's looking to get the move on TMA as they run to Blanchimont. What's Broughton going to do? Is he going to try anything? No, but really on the back of that car, might go up the inside into No Name. Hayden out of battery. Hayden goes for the defensive move. Broughton really trying to get past Hayden. Wants to clear the Williams on that slower yellow walled medium. Might do it in the on the outside into turn 1. Holds that outside line. Oh! Gets a nice bump from TMA. TMA might have taken wing damage from that. Well, looks okay, but there might be a shark bite that we just can't quite see. Radion now. The driver's getting very desperate. They're all through. This is going to be a great moment. Hayden just decimated by Broughton and TMA, but I think TMA is going to try and go on the outside of Broughton here into the Camel Chicane. Keeps it there on the inside, but Hayden forced out wide. Broughton making some moves, but Hayden has lost out massively after that spin. Also needs to take care of the tyres with them being so hot, but Hayden trying to go back around the outside, but just can't quite get it done. Maybe try to take the better run into No Name, but it's not very effective. Of course, TMA might be suffering from wing damage at this point. It is very hard to know. Hayden really on the back of TMA. Hayden cutting the corner, just throwing up a lot of grass dust. Not what you want to do. Oh, Hayden, very risky move, but now side by side for here. If it goes wrong badly, but they are through. TMA holds it ahead of Hayden, but Hayden will have DRS as we run into turn 1. Whilst there's still an opportunity to take first here in the bus stop. Whilst DRS section we've just passed. Hayden trying the outside, just like Freach did, but a lot more alongside. TMA into the barrier. Has Rise rather cut a corner and gone out of the race? What's happened there? TMA retires in the pit lane. I hope there hasn't been a restart called. I'm not sure what Rise Verde has done. I don't know if they've gone across the grass. That might constitute... I think they've gone across the grass and gone into that outside wall, because you could just see that blue glimpse there for a second. So Apex or Unku, I would recommend maybe look at that, because I don't know where that falls in the rulebook, because that seemed quite intentional, but it didn't hit anyone. But it may have been the attempt. Broughton's now actually catching up to Jordan, making good use of these softs. That's lap 9 out of 11 here in Spa in the... I've forgotten the name of the forest, but it's a forest. Except for the last minute. I can do that. Arden Forest, thank you, Apex. So, Broughton within 7/10 of Jordan, that'll be enough for DRS. But Jordan now trying to close in on Pixels. Jordan not quite close enough to take DRS, so that will let Jordan get closer. We see the big letterbox open on the back of that Red Bull as Broughton goes purple with a 45.3, quickest car on track. Broughton just really on the back of Jordan now. They're playing an awfully risky game with that inside curve through Eau Rouge. But really on the back of that, Williams takes a much faster run out. Got it done even before DRS. But of course now, Jordan looked at the inside but can't quite get it done. But now they need to close back up to Pixels if they want P5. Number 29. I thought that car was over-rotating, but Broughton to the inside after Pixels goes wide. Broughton going to be very happy with that one. That is completely what you want to do. So late in the season, you want to get as many points on the board for your name and your team. Yellow Sector 2, Hayden retires! There is no way that will be a late safety car, will there be? Slow rekey, but that might just be the AI. No safety car. We go back racing. Pixels on the back of Broughton. Broughton has used all the battery in that Red Bull. FV Pixels really on the back of Broughton using the DRS. Turn 1. And get a bit closer to the Rolex board on the inside, but of course you're risking your wing by doing that. Last lap now. Completely on the back of Broughton. Just watch the inside curve. Don't over-rotate. Don't spin it like I didn't. Don't spin it on the last lap like I did in that FTC race. Pixels closing on Broughton quickly, but it won't quite be enough, I don't think, as we run into the Camel chicane. Really looking to put some time on that Red Bull. Back on board with D-Numbers as we exit the final corner of the bus stop. D-Numbers wins in Spa for round 5 of FVC2 in a Mercedes. Harrison M, next car across the line, extending the championship fight to Monza. Next across will be a Doro Tay, although Friesch last minute move to the inside. Friesch steals the... No, wait, Adoro keeps the podium at the last second. Some bit of decent going on there. But an extremely tight margin between the two. Broughton next across for Red Bull in P5. Bit of a drift out of the final corner. Be very happy with that P5. But Pixels jumps up to P5 after that. I don't know if that was a penalty. Broughton is just falling down the order. Yeah, I never had penalties on, so... Nothing about penalties coming up. But Jordan was next across, and then it will be Riki Racer and Agent Dino. A great race here from the Arden Forest in Belgium. So this is the end of the highlights, aside from the final racy resulty bit. So that was interesting from Rise. Hopefully we can get a clip of that to look at, because I'm not sure on that. I would like to investigate that. Because right, it was an intentional crash, but it wasn't aimed at anyone. Well, it might have been aimed at TMA, but... Unless that was decent and TMA got hit. I don't know, let's stop the conspiracy theories. Let's revel in the championship going to Monza. So again, a great race from Dean on this stage. Just defended from Harrison perfectly. Eldorado, yes, we got your crash through Radeon roughly on stream. I think you left the camera for a bit, but yes, we got it on stream. I'm trying to save my voice for the final bit, so sorry if I don't talk a lot. Okay, yeah, as long as you have a clip of you crossing over. So, the numbers wins with a great drive from Mercedes, followed by Harrington M and Adorote to round out the podium. Prix takes 4th after Pixels, Broughton, Jordan, Riki Racer, Agent Jana and GGA Hayden to round out your top 10. 11th down was TMA, Rise, Party, Camimac, Saskimo, Palms and Eldorado, your first non-finisher here in Spa.